Life Without Buildings, PS exclusive, the choice of Sarah, our CJ nominee for today. Thank you very much indeed. I've enjoyed it. It's added a different dimension to today's show, and that's always what I'm looking for.
Cool,
Thank you very much indeed. Listen, I have to rattle on because we've got a bit of business to take care of before we get on to the Rufus Wainwright exclusive, which apparently has got the message boards aflame. It's good to know that that people care about such things, and I'm very, very excited indeed. But we were earlier talking off the back of Harry's email about songs which are perhaps causing films. Was it films? Films.
Yes.
Films that are causing division in households across the UK. You've had a couple of texts and emails, Ruth.
That's right. For those who are listening from 3 o'clock this afternoon to the Steve Show will have heard Harry's email in which he described was finally watching the game 10 years after Steve recommended it to him, and we then.
Thanks for getting around to it, mate.
Yeah,
it's good to see that you take my opinions. So you know you got they're held in such high esteem.
The thing is, Steve, you get very excited about things, and I like to let you calm down because you might just be recommending it for the sake of it.
If I'm still raving 10 years later, you feel it's probably worth bothering.
Yeah.
So we have an anonymous text saying, you've just ruined the end of the film for me. Here I'm waiting till the end of the show to watch the film The Game, and you just shout out the end. Why'd you go and do that?
To be fair, the only reason I emailed in and talked about the game because I thought there wouldn't be anyone who hadn't seen it. Although, to be fair, I've not seen The Shawshank Redemption. I once borrowed it off someone, had it for 3 years, never got around to watching it, and he said, look, I need it back. So I gave it back. I've still not watched it. Apparently it's all right.
Well, do you know what? That's radio magic, because that's what the next email's about.
Ah.
This one's from Daniel. He says, I once ceased all contact with a girl purely for the reason she didn't like the film The Shawshank Redemption and walked out halfway through. Also, it was unexpectedly revealed to me on the same evening that her favourite film of all time was Runaway Bride with Julia Roberts. And her favourite band was UB40. I just can't be associated with someone with such obviously poor taste. I'd rather die alone and go without sex forever.
I once did a brief bit of filming on something, and I was stood next to an extra, and he said to me, what do you do normally? I said, I'm involved with radio, I do a lot of radio. He said, what, you like music? I went, yeah. He went to a gig the other night. It was the best live gig I've ever seen. I went, who was it? He went, UB40. He went, you will not see another band like them live. And he said it literally blew him away.
I bet they're tight.
Really?
Yeah.
I walked out of UB40 in Melbourne.
Really?
Yeah, got free tickets, and I never do that because I'm broke.
Sure.
And nope, walked out.
I imagine he's just kind of fairly plodding.
Just
chugs along.
loads of old people, fists in the air, red wine, and oh.
And how many band members? About 19 or something?
Polyphonic spree of
Of cod reggae.
Yeah.
I wouldn't like to be the Campbells about now.
I know.
We can earn a ton of bricks. Nate, so before we get to the Rufus Wainwright exclusive, then I need to play a tune for those that are compiling their Songs to Seduce Women by CD, based on my suggestions. And we've had a couple of crackers of late. And this is one by the band Aqualung, a.k.a. Matt Hales, who apparently has got a new album out called Memory Man. And obviously a lot of people are saying, why aren't I playing a song from that new album? Because I haven't been sent the new album, have I? That's why I'm playing this one, Brighter Than Sunshine.
I never understood before.